Hello and welcome to the Arnold Sports Festival 2006 here in Columbus, Ohio. 15,000 sportsmen and women competing in 30 different sports. That's bigger than the Summer Olympics. But we're here for the Arnold Strongman Classic. Put on by the great man himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. His festival has everything from the field of strength and fitness. Sports ranging from wrestling all the way to world-class bodybuilding. But we're here for the highlight of this expo. It's the Strongman. Let's take a look at the guys. Well, first up is Raymond Bergmanis, 3 times at the Olympic Games for Latvia in weightlifting. Mikhail Koklayev, the best weightlifter in the world so far this year. Dominic Filiu, 460 pounds body weight. Benedict Magnusson from Iceland, world record holder in deadlift. Phil Pfister of the USA's strongest man, a giant of a guy. Glenn Ross, one of the heavyweights, 3 times Britain's strongest man. Brian Siders of the USA, new to strongman, a powerlifter. Mariusz Pudzianowski, 3 times world's strongest man from Poland. Zydrunas Savickas, unbeaten at the Arnolds, 3 times the champion. Vasil Virschuk rounds off the 10 athletes, world's strongest man of 2004. What a lineup of strongmen we have here. The world's best, all battling it out. First event, and it's heavy. It's the Metrex timber carry, 400 kilos up a 10-meter ramp. And first out, it's Phil Pfister. He'll do a good benchmark for us. I managed to catch up with him earlier in the day to ask about his training.
You know, it took me 25 years to find my athletic niche in life. I grew up knowing I was strong and fast and athletic, but not until I was 25 did I have the opportunity to compete in strongman. And 5 months after that opportunity, I was 4th in the world. So for the last 8 years, you know, I've slowly been getting faster and stronger and better, and so is the competition. But strongman is definitely my sport, and I'm here to stay. I'll be here for a long time.
Well, who would argue with him? Pfister just gets stronger and stronger. I remember when he first did this, he could barely get it off the ground a number of years ago. An incredible feat of strength, this timber carry. 400 kilos, and the angle of the ramp doesn't help either. There's only been a few men who finished this, Savickas being one of them. He's coming out last. Well, Pfister, to get over halfway, that'll be decent. It is 21 feet, 9.5 inches. So the American has set the benchmark for the others to follow. Benny Magnusson from Iceland out next. An incredible talent, just 21 years old. World record holder in deadlift. He's done over 440 kilos in the deadlift discipline. He'll have a chance to do that later on in this contest. Well, here he goes. Oh, he's much quicker than Pfister. This is fantastic. The grip lets him down a little bit there. You can see the referees keeping an eye on him, but they don't need it. 11.47 seconds, the entire ramp. Oh, magnificent. And I think everybody is impressed with that. Well, coming out after that, it was Brian Siders of the USA. Not so successful for him. Glenn Ross, a little bit better than the American Siders, but not much better. Dominic Filiu, 9 feet 4 inches, almost a third of the way. Raymond Bergmanis, the great weightlifter, went a little bit further, but died at 11 feet. So then, on with Mariusz Pudzianowski of Poland. They call him the Dominator. Last year, he won some 29 out of 30 competitions. He's almost unbeatable. But you have to say that this type of contest, very, very heavy, doesn't tend to suit him. That's why Savickas has won it 3 times in a row. Oh, but here he goes. It's a good start from Pudzianowski. Such a splendid athlete. Look at the physique of him. He could almost do the bodybuilding, which is actually one of the big features here at the Arnold Classic. That's how it started. Arnold Schwarzenegger, some 20 years ago, put on a bodybuilding show here, and it's stuck ever since. But this is impressive. Oh, he's just got to hang on. He's done it. It's nowhere near as good as Magnussen's time, but 22.93 seconds puts him into second place. Oh, the crowd enjoyed that. Oh, they're great, man. Thinking just what Vereshchuk will manage here. Oh, the world's strongest man of 2004. Colossally powerful legs. But nobody likes that ramp. It's so difficult to get up it and get a rhythm going. You've got to stand up with it. That's the hardest part. And then you've got to get the rhythm moving. Oh, and only 30 seconds to do it as well. Vereshchuk is running out of time. The frustration for the giant Ukrainian. 19 feet 1 inch, and only 2 men so far have completed this task. Mikhail Koklayev, the young Russian. This will be exciting to see. Put 245 kilos over his head in the clean and jerk discipline. And that, I have to tell you, is the best so far this year. Hussein Rezazadeh, of course, the great Olympic champion in weightlifting, has yet to put out a big total, but Koklayev is the leader at the moment in that discipline. Russian weightlifting champion. I mean, what an athlete he is as well. Look at his physique. Just 24 years old. 6'5", nearly 2 meters tall. And like everybody, the first time they come up against this timber walk, they don't like it. He looked good in the warm-up. The young Russian battling on here. Few seconds left. Oh no, he's not going to complete this. But that will be good enough for third. Just short of the line. And that leaves 1 man left then. The great Zydrunas Savickas, never beaten here at the Arnolds.
So what's it like actually winning the Arnolds in front of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
When I was a child, Arnold was my idol, and I'm very happy to compete in this competition. And when I won 3 times, I was very happy. I'm training a lot for this competition. I like this event because all events with big weights. I was power lifter and like big weights. But if you want to win, you must think about victory.
Well, it's a simple philosophy from Savickas. If you want to win, you have to believe in yourself. And there's no doubt this man has belief. And I have to say, that's the first time I've ever seen him drop this. He normally runs it right up to the top of the ramp. Well, this is interesting. He's looking for chalk. It's as if something's wrong with his grip. He's bulked up to nearly 400 pounds body weight, 175 kilos. You can see it in his chest, his arms, around his midsection, but no, he's not going to get it up. What a surprise, even beaten by the young Russian. That's a really big surprise. Everybody's shocked. Are you shocked?
Not so. It's only first event. This event very hard. Always don't know how it will be, because it's not normal for armors. It's very big problem, balance.
But you normally win this easily.
Yeah, normally, but I say never know.
Well, it's a poor start for Savickas, that's for sure, but Benny Magnusson, the young Icelander, he takes the victory. Pudzianowski second, and the young Russian in third. So then, on to event 2. It's the world-class weight throw, 56 pounds, that's 25 kilos. It's for height. Well, first out, it was Glenn Ross. He failed to make the opening height of 15 feet. You really do have to be explosive. Koklayev has bags of it, but he couldn't hit 17 feet 6 inches. He kept missing the bar. Siders, he too failed 18 feet, 17.6 is where he went out. And then Raymond Spurgmanis failed 19 feet. The giant Dominic Filiu, he's almost halfway up already, he's so tall, but he failed 20 feet. And then Phil Pfister got a huge whip of the weight, but just missed 20 feet by a whisker. Benny Magnusson, the Icelander, he too was battling out on 20 feet. 19 feet 6 inches is what he would have to settle for. So this old Scottish event, the wait for height, continues here with Vasyl Vereshchuk of the Ukraine. Oh, nicking 20 feet 6 inches. How'd you like them apples? Well, Zydrunas Savickas. Can he live with Vereshchuk? Well, the MC asking, do you think he can do this? Oh, that's a big hit. That's better than Vereshchuk. And that leaves Pudzianowski, the only other man in the competition, to try and make the height. Well, he's very explosive. Wildly explosive is Pudzianowski. Oh! Well, it's gone off into the crowd. Hasn't hit anybody. Thank goodness. Some fast moves there from some of the people in the front row. But Pudzianowski, he goes out and will have to settle for 19 feet 6 inches. Look at that, the grip just giving way at the crucial moment. So much torque as he whipped it up there.
Zydrunas, you're equal with Vasyl. Are you happy that this happened?
I'm happy that equal, but I'm not happy because we stopped and we now don't know who is best. It's not good.
Vasyl, could you do more? 21 feet maybe?
No.
Was this maximum?
Maybe 10 centimeters. I think maybe 10 centimeters.
And who was better, you or Zydrunas, you think?
Zydrunas.
So good result.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't go any higher. That's as high as the equipment could go. Who expected that? As Savickas and Vereshchuk equal first. Well, let's take a look at the points. Pudzianowski and Zydrunas Savickas out on top with 16.5.
I hope you're enjoying the Arnold Strongman Classic. Join us after the break for more.
Welcome back to the Arnold Strongman Classic here in Columbus, Ohio.
What do you like the best then? The women's bodybuilding?
Oh, definitely. Well, that and the fitness chicks, you know, they're pretty nice.
Have you seen any of the strongman?
Pardon me?
Strongman?
Oh, they got Lou Ferrigno over there, so.
So, Lou Ferrigno, how do you think the Incredible Hulk would have done in the strongman competition?
Well, the Hulk would have done fantastic because I was the first world's strongest man. I won 2 events. And if I were competing today, it would be the same because, you know, I go down history as one of the strongest bodybuilders for my side.
Well, you're still a very big, strong man. How much training are you doing now?
Well, I'm pretty strong now, but I'm not going to do anything like I did 30 years ago, but I can still pick up a car if I want.
So it's event 3, and it's the charge of the Lithuanian sensation, Zydrunas Savickas, back in action. And guess what? This is the Apollon's axle. It's 166 kilos, and you've got to lift it to your shoulders and push it overhead. Well, Zydrunas, he holds the world record, 6 repetitions. Can he match that today? Well, his form's been a little iffy.
The MHP Apollon's axle press. One of the classics here at the Arnolds. There's Magnus Fair Magnusson, one of the referees watching on, 4 times world's strongest man, as Brian Siders, the power lifter, inching it up his belly and chest there. That, I have to say, is rather painful. Look at the thickness of this bar. So difficult to hold on to it. Good pressing power. Well, that is very, very heavy. To press it over your head like that, you need phenomenal shoulder strength. And crushes down on your windpipe as well. Well, he's knocked out 3 in lightning quick time here. The world record set by, well, guess who? Zydrunas Savickas. He is the man here at the Arnolds. He's done 6 in the past. That was set last year. Well, he's popped that to his chest. Ooh, there you go. That's what I was talking about. Just tends to trap down on your chest and your windpipe. get a little dizzy. And he's still got plenty of time here. Good repetition. Very good repetition. And this, of course, named after Apollon. Apollon was a great strongman back in the 1870s and 80s. And no one else could lift this, just him. You can see how hard it is even by today's standards, and it's an exact replica. There goes 5. No one did it for some 70 or 80 years, actually. That's the history of it, not until the 1950s. Well, Siders, that's it for him. He's run out of time. 5 cleans and 5 presses. A couple of seconds left. No, that will be it for the American. Well, Filiu, the Canadian, he couldn't even get it to his chest for 1 clean. As for Glenn Ross, well, last year here he was fantastic, but 2 cleans and 1 press is all the big man managed this year. As for Raymonsberg Manners, 3 cleans and 2 presses for the former weightlifter. Nice technique as ever. Well, Mariusz Pudzianowski, he managed to battle out 5 cleans, but then in the press, just found his triceps asking questions. Benny Magnusson, well, the young Icelander, so good in the first event, looked like he might have given everything. Just 2 presses is all he managed. Well, Phil Pfister, 5 cleans and 4 presses, almost matched that of Brian Siders and put him in second before Vasil Virashchuk came out and he equaled Siders, the beast from the Ukraine, pressing it without a problem. So then, on with Mikhail Kuklayev, the leading Olympic weightlifter of 2006. So get ready for some good technique. Well, how about that? He's gone for a deadlift technique, opposite hands, 1 turned out, 1 turned in. Oh, look at the speed of that. That's how to do it. Just like he did at the Russian weightlifting championships. When he did, believe it or not, 245 kilos, but that's on a normal bar. That shows you just how difficult this is. This 167 kilos. That's up over 360 pounds. Beautiful technique. So fast. Look at that. And then the jerk. Oh, he's practiced that a few thousand times in the training hall, hasn't he?
1 minute and 20 seconds.
Well, normally, a man so tall isn't such a great weightlifter. His limbs are all wrong for it, but he's just so powerful. Look at that. There it goes. Up goes another rep. And that's his 4th rep. He's got just under a minute to knock out more. But look at that, starting to breathe a little heavy now. He doesn't normally do this many reps in training. Oh, it's getting ugly. Well, this will find out what kind of strongman he is. Oh, beautiful stuff. 5 reps. And he's still smiling. And I think that's it. He's called it a day. 5 reps then. And that equals the lead. I wonder what he thinks of that.
Is this different to Olympic lifting?
Very different. 10 days ago, I win Russian Cup in super category. I make snatch to 105 kilos and clean jerk to 140 and take on front to attempt to 55 kilos. And there, 166, it's name, I say, name this events, new name, Death Weightlifter. Weightlifter death.
Weightlifter's death?
Yes. I think in all world, I best weightlifter in this events.
I
swear.
Wow, such a likable young man, Kuklayev. And this man has been around for a long time. Holds the world record in this. 6 cleans, 6 presses. Just a moment to think about the task at hand. It's all about aggression, but it's all about controlled aggression. Well, he's got 2 minutes to attack this. as ever, onto the stomach, up to the chest and press. Almost no jerking by this man. Not a fan of using his legs. Oh, right on the windpipe, but no problem at all. Well, when he first started this event, some 3 years ago here at the Arnold's, 4 years ago, he's won it 3 years in a row now. He was lighter than this implement. Now he's 20 pounds heavier. And most of that is muscle. Well,
1 minute, 25 seconds. 3 successful attempts.
Gone up in just over 30 seconds. 3 more then to take the victory. Ooh, that was the quickest yet. 4 reps. A little glance over. And I have to say, it is so impressive, the fitness of this man, considering just how enormous he is. Oh, look at that. Easy, 5 reps. He's equaled the others. And he's got a minute left. And you can hear Bill Kazmaier, 3 times world's strongest man, saying this may be the strongest man that ever lived. Wow, what a man to say it. There you go. He's equaled his own world record. Can he beat it? Well, enjoying the crowd here. Time running out. This then, 7 for the world record. He's done it. Oh, Zavikas, magnificent. From the Lithuanian sensation. And I have to say, he still has more time on the clock. Just over 10 seconds. Oh, he's done it. He gets the green light. 8 cleans, 8 presses. A world record, the likes of which I've almost never seen before in strongman.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was incredible. How do you have the fitness for this?
It's my best event.
Well, no joke. 8 cleans, 8 presses, and that is a new world record. Vasil Virachuk got some good points in second place there as he goes ahead of Pujanovsky.
Join us after the break for more strength action here at the Arnold Classic 2006.
Welcome back to the Arnold Strongman Classic here in Columbus, Ohio. We're having quite a ride. So it's event 4, and it's the super yoke, a classic in strongman. You have to get under this bar, lift it up, and it's 507 kilos, and you have to carry it 10.5 meters. The biggest question is, will anyone stand up with it? It's the heaviest we've ever seen in international competition.
1,115 pounds, 507 kilos, 10.5 meters. Alcides, 5th at the Arnold's last year, 2005. David Webster there in the kilts. He's been the judge here since the beginning, starting them off. And Siders, oh goodness me, who only knows how hard this is on the hips, the back. The heaviest super yoke in history. He's just a meter or so from the line. The whole thing must cross. Oh, he's done it. 18.19 seconds for the world powerlifting champion. Well, Koklaev came out next. Couldn't quite match Siders. Is that slide allowed? Well, they let him get away with it. Phil Pfister, a tall man, but he attacked it. Great time in just over 18. Well, Dominic Filiu, not enjoying this competition, did not finish. 27 feet 1 inch. Oh, Benny Magnusson totally psyched, giving everything, but he too couldn't quite complete the task. So on to Raymond Spurgmanis. He's had some big results. He's been on the podium several times at the World's Strongest Man. And here at the Arnold Classic Super Series, what can he do with 500 plus kilos on his back? Oh, the stress is colossal. barely going to get over the line here. This must really hurt. How close is it to that 18s? Oh, it's faster, 15.22 seconds. Bergmanis is magnificent. Pudzianowski from Poland, 3 times world's strongest man. A fabulous athlete. So quick. A former boxer, kickboxer. Won his first world's strongest man title at 25 years old, now 29. Let's see how he handles this. Oh, slightly wobbly legs, but he's into the rhythm now. Those huge biceps stabilizing this weight. Oh, it's going to be quicker than Bergmanis, that's for sure. Oh, wow, 11.4 seconds. And he gets a slap off of Odd Haugen there, the elder statesman of strongman. You think Vereshchuk wants this? Well, Vereshchuk and Pudzianowski have a bit of a history of going head-to-head in Farmer's Walk and Super Yoke. And I have to say that sometimes, when it gets really heavy, this man has come out on top. Look at that, those giant legs of his. Oh, he's running with it. He could do 500 kilos more. Amazing. Well, I think he just about broke the cameraman's eardrum there. Magnificent. And that is worthy of getting to your feet. What a performance. So, the last man out, Zydrunas Savickas. He must have given everything in that world record in the Apollon's Axel. 8.08 seconds. I have to say is also a phenomenal, phenomenal record with this weight. And I don't see this man beating it. Savickas, I don't think, has the leg speed. Oh, eat your words, commentator. This is very quick. Surely not quicker than 8 seconds, though. It is 7.5 seconds, and Savickas, a very poor start with that Farmer's Walk today. But he's gone from strength to strength. And he's won this event in style. 7.5 seconds. Vereshchuk just over 8. And Pudzianowski almost shocked that he was beaten. And that means Pudzianowski, sitting in third, is starting to slip away from Savickas in first. Well, the penultimate event is fairly simple. It's the deadlift. Quite simply, you grab onto the bar and stand up with as much weight as possible. The world record in this, 445 kilos by Glenn Ross. Now, Magnus, what's the secret for this?
Well, basically, you have to have a strong back, and you have to believe that you can do this. And this is sometimes it's mind over body.
Now, what's your favorite ever moment in deadlifting? You've pulled some incredible weights.
Well, I won this event in the World's Strongest Man once, and I pulled that day 420, and I could have done more, but that was all I needed.
I remember it, back in Tenerife. Great moment. Let's see what the guys can do today. So what's Britain's strongest woman doing here in Columbus?
Well, it's the biggest event of the year, isn't it, the Arnold Classic? So we've come over here to support the guys and check everything out, and try and convince David Webster and the crew to have a strongman competition here next year, hopefully. Woo.
That would be great, but how about Glenn Ross's chances? How do you fancy he'll do?
Yeah, I spoke to Glenn before. He's obviously year ago he had the knee injury, so hopefully I'm backing him 100%. He's the only Brit here, so.
Well, Glenn Ross in this MHP deadlift for maximum weight. Holds the world record, 977 pounds. He's well short of that in this second round attempt of 879. I'm guessing this will be comfortable for Big Daddy from Northern Ireland. Oh yeah, no problem. He massively tore his quad muscles just some 7 months before. So for Glenn Ross, this really is the comeback trail. Now then, in the second round, attempting 956 pounds. And that is just short of Glenn Ross's world record with these tire deadlift at the Arnolds. But remember, this man has the world powerlifting deadlift record. Icelander, Benedict Magnusson. 956 pounds. And he looks good for 20 or 30 more. Magnus Sven Magnusson, the great Icelander, chuckles at the young one. Phil Pfister of the USA in round 3. He managed 868 pounds. Pudzianowski equaled him. Bergmanis, well, he failed in round 3, so 875 from round 2 is what he was given. Glenn went all out in the final round, but failed. 989 pounds.
Glenn, you've gone down and out quite a bit below your world record. That's disappointing for you?
Well, it was either brave or stupid to be here, and I think it's been the latter. I mean, the first contest after Snap Patella, probably the biggest in the world and for weights, and you can clearly see I'm not ready for it, you know. But I just apologise to everybody and that I've let them down after a great third place last year and a world record in the deadlift. And probably the first time in, I don't know how many years I've been beaten in the deadlift, but I'm a wounded man.
Well, Vasil Vereshchuk did 844 pounds in his second round attempt. Sitting in second at the moment overall. He needs this 884 pounds. Oh, he's got to lock the hips out to make it a good lift. Look at the bend on the bar. Hey, it's always commitment from the Ukrainian. Good lift. Mikhail Kuklaya of Russia. This will be a great test of his lower back strength. We know he's explosive, 928 pounds. His attempt in round 3. Good lift. Well, you'll be thinking, why didn't he go heavier in round 3? 928 though. He's getting close to Benedict Magnusson's second round lift. The crowd silence as Zydrunas Savickas comes out for his final round lift. 3 times the Arnold strongman champion. 946 pounds. I think he's worth a lot more. He looked good in the second round when he did 920. And that comes up pretty easy. Good lift, 946 pounds. Brian Siders, USA. And he is going for the world record in the final round. This will put huge pressure on Benedict Magnusson. 989 pounds. The American strapping in. This is his game. This so close to powerlifting, which is what is his forte. Oh, can he lock it out? 3 white lights from the judges. He's got the world record, and that is the second here at the Arnolds. Fantastic. So then, Benedict Magnusson, the pressure is on. He's seen Siders snap up the world record. 995 pounds, 5 pounds short. Who would have thought it of 1,000 pounds? The world record, will it be? Oh, he can't quite get the edge of the tires up. He's not going to give up. Well, he's even given up the straps here. Oh, that's it. 956 pounds. And that'll be good enough for second place. But the Lithuanian fans, they're screaming for Zavickas to come out for a last attempt. And he's done it. He's pleasing the fans. He's coming for a fourth round attempt. And this, I have to say, will not count towards the competition. But it will be a world record. This is just for the pure love of it, for the fans. Oh, ho, ho. Well then, whoever said strongmen couldn't deal with the powerlifters are very, very mistaken. This man is on his own level. Benedict, are you happy or sad with that out there?
Of course I'm sad. I'm second. That's not good enough.
You hold the world record in the deadlift. Are you tired?
Yes, I'm really tired. Too tired. But my spirit is high.
Well, Zavickas still on top after 5 events. 44.5 points, a comfortable lead ahead of Vereshchuk as Pudzianowski holds on to third. So we're into the Veterans Memorial Hall for the final event. It's the circus dumbbell lift, and you have to lift this 90-kilo weight up to your shoulders and then press it overhead with one arm as many times as possible. Well, this competition is almost over by the Lithuanian national anthem. Well, the young Icelander, Benny Magnusson, he managed 1 rep, but couldn't get it up again. Next out was Glenn Ross. He's got great shoulder strength, but today it was too much. Dominic Filiu was really having a disastrous tournament. Bergmanis, well, he managed to stabilize it on his shoulder, but then couldn't press it up. Brian Siders, famed for his chest strength, but overhead, only 1. Mariusz Pudzianowski, you're only allowed 1 arm, and all the reps he did, he used 2. So then on to Phil Pfister, and what an opportunity for some of these guys lower down the table to leapfrog Pudzianowski. Whoa! Phil Pfister. Well, so far we've only seen 1 rep. And that was so much easier than what anybody else managed. Look at the focus of this giant fireman. Well, it's almost as if it's a different weight. That is so much easier than the others. It doesn't make sense physiologically. He's so tall, this should be difficult. It should be much better for the shorter men, but look at that. Oh. This giant circus dumbbell, nobody has had their hands on it yet before this competition. One thing Pfister has done, Pfister by name, and I have to say he's got giant hands as well by nature. And look at that, still going up without a problem. He's done 4 so far. Good use of the legs, snaps it out. No problem, 5 repetitions. The crowd are going wild. They're up on their feet here. They're loving this. 6 repetitions. Yes. Wow, what a hero. In front of his home crowd, the Americans. Sheer delight for the fans. Destroying all others before him. And also putting pressure on those who still have to come. Well, the fans loving that. He has been a real revelation to the strongman world. And overhead we've seen from his Olympic weightlifting background, he has been very good. But can he find the balance? Oh, yeah. Just locking out long enough at the top for the repetition to count. Believe it or not, the handle is as thick as a Coke can. No problem, 2 reps.
He's got 1 minute, 10 seconds left.
Still well over a minute to go. Gets the balance. Gets the rep, 3 reps. Chasing 6 by Phil Pfister.
This man, the Russian Olympic lifter, holds the records.
Powers up for 4. He's done it. 2 more to equal Big Phil. He's looking for a little chalk. You don't want your grip sweating now. You don't want it slipping and knocking you on the head, that's for sure. Gotta be one arm, that's the rules. 5 reps. Just a few seconds to go. He's gonna have to knock it out quickly if he's gonna equal Phil. Oh, wonderful, wonderful from the young Russian. Well, this will be lightning quick if he does it. Almost no time, no. Couldn't stabilize it. And how about it indeed? That is superb. Really does love it over here in America, the young Russian. Just like Arnold. Perhaps he'll come over and be a huge success story here in America. Vasyl Vereshchuk then, the world's strongest man of 2004. He beat Mariusz Pudzianowski in the Bahamas that year. Pudzianowski, 3 times the winner, but at this really, really heavy powerlifting style contest, the Arnolds, it hasn't suited the Polish man at all. Ooh, Vereshchuk powering it up. Of course, the world's strongest man Super Series soon to start later in the year. This is the first contest for these strongmen in the strongman season. So it's a good test to see who's been putting in the training over the winter. Vereshchuk did have a bicep injury last season. Gets it up there. Using his good right arm, pressing it out. 3 reps. Well, when he won the World's Strongest Man title back in 2004, he was hailed a hero in his home country of Ukraine. That surely won't count. No, Odd Haugen, our referee, has said no. That's it, he's got it, that's a good rep. Just about enough time to get another one out. 2, 1, is he? No, no. Well, Vereshchuk, superb. But this is it then, the final man to come out. Now Zervikis, he's just got to get 1 repetition up to win the Arnolds. Vereshchuk then cannot catch him. Oh ho! How about that? How easy was that? Are you kidding me? Ha! That is what I call shoulder power. That's like the weight of a very big man. 90 kilos. I think Arnie's in shock. The governor of California almost can't believe what he's seeing here. Now, don't forget, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger knows his way around the gym. Many times Mr. Olympia. But this is very specialized strength. Look at that. Just stunning. 4 reps so far. 2 more and he equals first place. Nothing is hurried by this man now. He knows he's won it. There we go. Just magnificent.
15 seconds.
He's the most powerful man here at the Arnold Classic. That's for sure. He's beaten them all again. 6 repetitions. 4 times the Arnold's champion, and it's in no doubt now. Just so impressive. Started fairly badly in the farmer's walk, but finished like a train as Zavickas equals Koklaev and Pfister on 6 reps in the Metrex Circus dumbbell. Overall points then, Zydrunas Savickas, the champion, Vereshchuk second, and Koklaev third.
I think it was terrific. I mean, I just couldn't believe the extraordinary raw power. I mean, because this is like, I think, very little technique. In weightlifting, there's a lot of technique and a lot of power. But this is little technique and a lot of power. So, I mean, it was extraordinary to see this kind of, just to hold on to this dumbbell, because the handle is just so huge, it's impossible. As you could see, one of those very strong guys just went out there, one of the strongest, he couldn't even lift it. He couldn't even hold it. So, I mean, it's on its 200 pounds, is enormous.
What's your opinion of Zydrunas Savickas?
Well, I think that he's a monster, and, you know, it's like a whole new dimension. It's a whole new dimension in the physical look, and the great coordination, the way, the balance that he has with when he lifts, and the determination, the will. And you know, it's one thing to do one lift really well, but to do like all of those lifts over the last 2 days and not to get really heavily injured. And because it's not just about strength, but how do you keep your body in shape enough so that you can get to the last event? That's the miracle, really. So it's extraordinary of what these guys can do, and I just love watching it. I mean, I just come for this event alone. Love seeing all the monsters getting here and just lifting and being strong. It's great.
Thank you very much.
I love these guys.
What an honor for this young man. What a triumph as he receives his third place award from Flex Wheeler. He's loving it. Koklaev, what a character. So Vasil Vereshchuk, second place.
Coming in second place, Vasil.
He didn't manage to beat Zavickas again in this contest, but hugely powerful. And on the comeback trail after that bicep injury, he looks good for the 2006 season. But there's only one winner, and here's your man, the Lithuanian sensation, Zydrunas Savickas. Well, he impressed Arnold Schwarzenegger. He certainly impressed me. And I have to say, this has been one of the greatest strength performances in these kind of very heavy events I've ever seen. And he's going to come out and receive his first place prize from Arnold Schwarzenegger. What a magnificent contest it's been. That's a replica statue of Louis Cyr, a famous Canadian strongman. And the Lithuanians can cue the party.
It's very important for me. I won first time in a row, and I lift a lot of records. I beat all the best athletes in the world. I am very happy